forgot to record. Can you show your sheet again?
Oh yeah, sure. So this is just going to be my strategy for Instagram, where I'm going to write this down. I'm not going to do this in MCB or anything. I'm going to write down the hashtag that I used to find somebody. So like, for example, I can search the hashtag Mama Needs a Nap.
Right.
And then find people there. And then I'm going to write down the Instagram handle for people that I'm going to do the 5-3-1 whatever method that's called. And then one day I'm going to, and then I wrote down what all I'm doing. One day I'm going to like 2 posts. The next day I will leave a comment. The next day I will like watch their story. And I could probably watch the story and like a couple of posts all in one day. Yeah. And then I'll come back and like a couple more things. And then last thing I will do is follow somebody, so that when I follow them, they will have already seen me pop up with their stuff. Mm-hmm. So that they're like, oh, that's that person. I'll follow them back.
Gotcha. I like that.
And so then every day I will be like, basically it'll be like, I'll probably do this with like 10 people every day, so that I'm going to add 10 new Instagram handles every day that I'm going to start doing this process with. And then, so there'll be people in like different spots in this process. I'm just going to write them down, and then, and I don't know that I'm going to like go back and like look at their stuff after a while. I have no idea what to do with that with Instagram. Like, oh my gosh. I mean, it's all a way to try to get more people to watch your stuff. So,
well, you might be interested in some of it though.
Yeah, and that's true. So, but yes, that's going to be what I do on Instagram, and I do need to download. Lucy had given us a list of various apps, and I'm going to download an app for that will give me a list of all the people I'm following and show me who's following me back. And then if people aren't following me back, then I will unfollow them. So
that's the cleaner app. I use that.
Yeah, I think it's stored in our group here.
It's in the group.
I think she's still, yeah, those videos, the YouTube videos on Instagram are all in the group here from when we did Team Cup.
Okay.
I need to look at her video.
But it's like, I know STB keeps saying, don't stray from Facebook if you're not familiar with Instagram yet, and blah, blah, blah. But listen, I've been on Facebook for all this time yet, and it really seems like on Instagram, people are having results because you don't need to spend the time building the doggone relationship with the people like you do on Facebook.
Right.
I have no idea. I'm like, I'll do anything at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody is interested in graphics for Instagram. I know Tina and I are both in a thread that this coach, and actually she spoke on Jatana Jackson's call last night. She's 20 years old. She's nuts. She is giving away graphics to coaches. We've all given her $5 in her Venmo account to do this. And her coach is, last night on Jatana's call, she said that her coach was like, girl, you need to start building your business and stop doing all this graphic for other coaches. But she loves it. And she created a whole document with all of these different graphics in a shared Canva file and she actually, because she couldn't add any more people to her Canva team, she just created this document and she just keeps adding to it. And you are using, what is that app? Roll, what is it? Hang on. Unfold. Are you using Unfold? Oh, okay. Unfold is an app that you can use on Instagram. And basically, let me see if I can.
Unfold?
Unfold, Let's
I'm
see,
not
since
gonna late
I'm
to the
doing
game on
this,
that one.
I'm going to
It's
share
an
my.
app.
It's an app and it's free. You can pay for it too, but
What does it do?
let me show you. Well, this is how she creates. Oops, where is it? I'm sharing my screen, so hang on a second. Oh, here we go. So this is where she started on this. This is you can do them in Canva too, but I don't know why she really likes the Unfold app. And this was her. This is her. This is Bailey, and then it gives you a little bit of spot down here at the bottom for.
Mojo's another one that. Oh, so you can show she's creating her pictures in Unfold.
In Unfold.
I have one called Mojo that is like that too. That's what I started using with Mojo. It looks just like that.
And so
today, and adding stuff.
This morning, Melanie Mitro posted this. It was very not pretty, and this is what Bailey created with.
Spiced it up. Used the idea and spiced it up.
Yep, and.
Yeah. Now, are these for Instagram stories or for an Instagram profile?
No, Instagram stories.
Stories, but you could save the videos and put them on your Facebook too.
Yeah, and so basically,
save them and use it. No.
So basically, anyway, she's got this document that I'll share it in here when we get done in our group, and then you just. If you're going to use any of her stuff, because she's making graphics that are crazy good, I think. It just depends on your brand, but you can change it. And if you go in there to use her stuff, if you're in Canva, let me just get my Canva open real quick just so I can show you what she's doing. Okay, let me share my screen. So this is the graphics that she has given to us. Let me see if I can make it. Yeah, I can do this way. Get rid of this over here. Oh, I guess I can't scroll through them. But basically she's done all of these challenge pack images. And she did like this for her coaches, which I've used for mine. And I mean, there's just a crap load of stuff in here that she's basically giving to us. And so if you were going to use, say this for a newsletter, you would just use as a template and then go to file, get this stupid thing out of the way, and make a copy. And now you have a copy of it and you can play around with it, add your own stuff, change the colors, do whatever you want to do with that particular thing. Just don't edit hers. Make sure that you're making a copy of it.
Are you paying for Canva or is this a free version of Canva?
This is my free version.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So this girl is, like I said, she's 20 and she's already like a 1-star. She's only been coaching for a year and a half. And she's just doing all this cool stuff. And
she's looking professional.
And yeah, and she's only on Instagram because she's 20.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, like I said, she created this document for us, and I don't mind sharing it. I paid her the $5. Oh, how do I get out of this? But
she shared all this in the Champions page too.
And she just shared a bunch of it in the Champions page as well, and she's, I'm sure, going to be on more team calls with other coaches because everybody's.
What's her name?
Bailey Kai, and her Instagram handle, I can't remember what it is. Peanut something, but
How do you spell her last name, Cheryl?
let me pull her up real quick. Oops, hang on. I'm getting used to this mouse on my laptop. Kye, Baylee.
Hang on. Baylee. Lee.
Kai, Kye.
That's totally different than I would have spelled both names. All right.
And like I said, I can't remember what her. Oh, it's Fit. Look up Fit Peanut. Somehow look up Fit Peanut, and that should be her. It's something to do. Oh yeah, there it is, right there. It's Fit.
Instagram.
Fit Peanut Fitness is her Instagram.
Okay, I will look her up.
So check her out. Look at her graphics, and then she, like I said, she doesn't. Well, she's still using her Facebook, but she's
I'd like to just hire a 20-something-year-old to get in my brain and do this for me.
Well, I mean, somebody in the thread today said, I just want to hire you to be my graphic designer. And she's like, okay.
Yeah, that's how they are.
So it's like, and I don't know what she does. She obviously is, I don't know.
She works part-time. She said she works part-time.
So, she's going to be one of those crossing the stage 21-year-olds.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I like that idea of the Instagram. Thank you, Fatma, for sharing that. We were supposed to talk about group.
What's her handle again? Fit Peanut?
Fit Peanut Fitness.
Okay, well, let's talk about groups then, because what Beth and I have been doing, I think is working fairly well. Hasn't led to sales for me yet, but our group is really active. Like, it's taken our group from being meh to being active, and that's what we were after. So that's good. And so what we're doing is we are quite literally every week, each of us is inviting up to 5 new people. And now, believe it or not, but I'm having trouble even inviting 5 new people for free into the group, but that's okay. I will get more. So that's what we're doing. We're inviting 5 new people into the group every week, and then we're running a free group in there every week just to get the extra little challenges in there, because our like challengers like the weekly challenges anyway, and we've gotten the feedback that they want more challenges. So that's what we're doing. So we're alternating like a nutrition type challenge with a physical type challenge. So we did one week, we did an ab challenge, and then the following week we did like a water challenge. The week after that we did a plank challenge, then we did a veggie challenge. So we're just very simple little challenges that everybody can do in practically no time at all. And the people that are our customers on top of that are, of course, following a meal plan and following a workout program, right? So that the free people will see our challengers, basically. And then the fact that we're only adding 5 people a week, and I don't know that we'll ever increase that number. I mean, I suppose we could if we really wanted to, or keep it at 5. That's, something to discuss in the future. But the fact that we have so few new people that we're adding every week, we can really focus on talking with them and building that relationship and checking several times a week during that week with them to feel out where they're at the end of that week. I mean, we could very well, and I've already found this out about a couple of people, find out at the end of that week that is somebody I do not want to work with. And then it is, thank you so much for participating in this challenge. How did you like it? And, and then if they say that they liked it, ask for a review on your page. You could at that point even ask for a referral to see if anybody else wants to, if they know somebody that might want to participate in a free challenge. And then send them on their merry way and be like, hey, so good having you. Good luck. you know, and not feel bad about it in least bit and not invite them. But, you know, but then also people that you do want to work with and people that are ready to buy something, like you make them all the offers basically that you would with somebody who's interested, you know, like it depends on where you are with them in a conversation, right? So if you've had enough conversation with them and found out all of their needs, wants, and desires, and you know what to offer them and all of that, and you're at the point of like offering them some sort of package, then yes, that's what you do. You know, then you deal with all the objections, blah, blah, blah. But in the end, it turns out that they just can't afford it, or they're just not ready, because a lot of people are not going to be ready to buy something after a week. You offer them, or you can, it's up to you, but we are offering them to stay in the group for free, but they have to at minimum sign up with a free Beachbody account so that we are their coach officially. And then they get to hang out in the group as long as they're active. They have to follow the daily participation guides, which is that they have to check into the daily workout post or check-in post, the daily nutrition and water check-in. There's another requirement of like basically commenting on somebody else's post or sharing something in the group, like a recipe or something, anything. They basically have to be active in the group, right? And we say that they have to be active every day. If somebody isn't active for a day or two, it's not like we're going to kick them out automatically, but they could then at that point most certainly expect us to reach out to them in a message, be like, hey, what's going on, right? Because the point of a group like this is that they participate, that we know what's going on with them, and if they're not participating, we don't know what's going on. And so, especially with the free players, if they're not participating, and you know, and then they end up ghosting us or whatever, which could happen too, then you just take them out of the group.
Question for you. So when you are inviting them into the group, you are not having them at that point be a free customer?
No, not yet, because I have had the personal experience that whenever I have anybody like ask them to like do that before establishing any sort of relationship, that I don't even hear from them again.
Okay.
So,
what does your invite look like when you're doing, I mean, how are you picking those 5 people, and what are you saying to them?
So far, it's just been like the 5 that actually respond.
But I mean, are you putting an invite out there on Facebook? Are you?
Yeah, it's an invite, official invite on Facebook. If you go check out my business page, you will see them. I haven't done one for this week yet. I will help you with that in a minute. Okay, Max? It's basically just a post with a picture that relates to the challenge, inviting them and saying that, you know, I'm opening this up to 5 people. And then the people that comment below, I reach out to them and I get them in the group, you know, very low pressure kind of thing. And my goal is to basically just get them in the group so we can keep talking.
Okay.
So
go ahead.
You're basically treating it like a free group. So you're kind of saying, hey, I have this free group going for 5 days, and that's how you're pitching it to them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of continually running free groups outside of your big group, you're doing it within your group.
Yeah, because I had challengers who actually wanted to participate in those free challenges, and then they would be in 2 groups, and then they would stop checking into the paid group because they're playing in the free group because they were having more fun in there. And so it was like, no, we need to just do it all in one place.
That's exactly what I want to do. I'm just afraid. Here's a question. Do you think that like putting people in and then removing them and putting them, do you think that messes with, let's just call it the algorithm of the group? Do you think that hurts it at all?
I don't know what the official Facebook answer to that is. All I can say is that we're having a lot of participation from both challengers and free players in our group.
Do you end up removing? That's cool. Do you end up removing a lot of them or not really?
Probably typically about half of them.
Okay.
You know, and that's okay because I'm like, I want to work with people that want to work with me. So if they stop talking to me, if I don't like working with them, if they don't participate in the group, if they don't do all of the things that I want them to do, and they just like stop talking to me, I don't want to work with them anyway, right? So then it's kind of a, hey, nice to have met you. Yeah. See you next time, maybe.
When you're doing that challenge, because you already have because I'm doing the same amount of posts that you guys are. You already have your one check-in post. You have your inspirational, motivational post, whatever. You have your workout post. Mm-hmm. When you're doing those challenges, is that a whole nother post, or are you just posting that on Monday and with a calendar or an image or something so that they know what they're doing?
So we have a unit for those challenges.
Oh, perfect.
So far, there's only one in there that is a unit because I made 2 workout videos for the ab challenge, and I just made it up. And then I made a video and said, I think I put 4 moves in each workout, and I said on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, do this one. On Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, do the other one. And here's how you do the moves. And so that video went in the unit section. There is a meal plan in that unit section, or something else in that. But so any kind of videos that we're going to do for those go in the unit section. So or an image like that would go in the unit section, or we might have one post on Sunday about it and then pin it to, or make it an announcement actually. Mm-hmm. So it stays at the top of the group, so people can easily find it and follow that along. So you could totally do a plank challenge where every day they increase their plank time by 10, 15 seconds or whatever.
And then I love that idea of doing it in the units, because it's like, they don't want any more posts. The notifications for posts get to be too much.
Exactly.
But using that mompreneur challenge group guide, my challenge, this is in 6 years, I have never had a group be as active as it is right now.
Mine are not doing shit.
And I don't know. And when I read, and I had them all do the agreement, I upped the game a little bit on it, and I had them do some other things like, tell me what your struggles are, blah, blah, blah. What can I, some other things. And a good handful of them said they wanted tough love, which was like, okay. And so I'm keeping track, and this is the second week now. There's people that haven't been posting or commenting or checking in, and I'm going to be reaching out to them and probably going to remove them because they asked me for tough love. And I may even make an announcement and say, it's really sad. I had to remove some people because, you guys all signed this agreement that you would participate and you're not doing it. And so I don't know, but this group is super active, and that's why I love the idea of adding the free people to it and, doing those little challenges. And that was the other thing that they asked for when I did a little poll on, the kind of things that they want to do. And that's what they like. They like those little mini challenges. And
yeah,
they're all working out they're all doing some Beachbody workout. Most of them are. But yeah, I like that idea. That's awesome. Yeah.
And and that's really working to keep people engaged.
Cool.
Fatmar, are you guys doing a separate group for your chat, like for your paid, like a challenge group, or is it one group always, never a challenge group?
Yeah. Okay. So actually, we are going to do one separate group coming up for the ultimate portion fix.
Yeah.
And we're going to do that with our whole team because I had this idea and I wanted to share it with you guys anyway. Of doing a couples challenge. It's a couples health bet challenge. So you can do it with a spouse or a buddy or whoever, but you have to have 2 people joining it. They both have to be drinking Shakeology and following the ultimate portion fix. And per team, you put in $25, and then you establish some sort of point guidelines where people can earn points for whatever they do, and you can structure this however you want. But then basically there'll be a first, second, third prize, and they share the pot at the end in some way, shape, or form. First place will probably get like half of the pot, but so that it's basically like a bet, like you're betting on yourself and you're working really hard. but doing it with a spouse or a buddy, that's a built-in accountability partner right there. And the goal is to basically get people some serious results, right? So if they're competing with each other, we're thinking they will get some results that then we can actually use to market with, right? So that we're going to do that in a separate group. But other than that, right now we have our paid group and the free groups all in the same group. Nothing on top of that.
Are you doing? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Are you doing these weekly chat? I mean, is it literally every single week you do a new challenge? Every month, every week you just keep going?
Yeah, so far it has been, because we're keeping them so low key that it's hardly anything. Like this week was eat a vegetable at every meal.
Gotcha.
You know, last week it was do a plank every day. The week before it was a water challenge.
Are you asking them to like post a picture or do something somewhere checking in on that?
Yeah. So, I mean, we're not like keeping track. It's just like participation and, you know, so we see people participating and we interact with them and everything. Right. When it's like a workout type, challenge, we just ask them, like for the plank, take a picture of yourself and post it in the workout check-in, right? And if it's a water challenge or the veggie challenge, post pictures of your plate in the nutrition and water check-in. That's all. So we're not adding check-ins. We're not adding anything other than everybody's doing this thing.
Cool.
And it's been fun. It's worked. I feel that it's worked really, if nothing else, it has worked greatly in improving participation. And our free players are participating. So, you know, I can't even say anything negative about that. I haven't made a sale yet, as I said, but I would think it's more my fault and Beth's fault in not being able to lead them to the sale. You know, and I think that'll come with time. And I think it'll also come with being able to establish that trust within the group and everything. But the other thing that we've done that I feel completely comfortable doing is basically posting about product releases and products in that page, because we have customers in that group who want to know about these things, right? Yep. So we say, what's your favorite Shakeology recipe? And we name the products. We talk about them, right? When Autumn did that one video about the Ultimate Portion Fix, we put that directly in the group and said, hey, this is coming, you know, and she's just so excited, kind of thing.
Right.
What else? There was some other deal that we posted. So it's like these kinds of things we can totally post in that group and feel totally fine doing. And we have our customers commenting on them, you know, and saying, oh, wow, that's so cool. I can't wait. You know, just that kind of stuff. And I did one post about, because Transform 20 is going to hit the BOD library April 1st. So I posted my before and after results in the group saying, hey, or was it a short video? I don't even remember. Hey, if you have BOD, so I was talking to the people who have BOD, but everybody was seeing the post. If you have BOD and you didn't pay for extra for the release,
it's coming.
Come April 1st, it's coming and get to do it, you know, and these are my results, and this is my review of the program. I liked it for these reasons, and, you know, and I think it's a program for anybody, that kind of stuff, right? So I can totally market in there and not have it look like we're marketing.
I do the same, yeah.
I'm just trying to decide what to do with UPF. I don't have any new people signed up or even remotely asking. Actually, today was a big push, and I've got a whole bunch of email or messages that I have to go answer. But I wasn't planning on doing a UPF group. I don't have an upline group to join or to add anybody to that's just doing UPF. And I don't know that I want to pull any, because I've got most of my coaches and a couple people that are going to be buying it on Monday. And I don't want to pull them out of the group
I wouldn't.
do a UPF.
I just support them in where they're at now.
And so, Tina, I'm not sure that I'm going to buy the challenge group guide for UPF to put in our group when it's going to be.
There's challenge group guide in our online office.
I know.
A separate challenge group guide.
I was going to buy her, next month because she's got a UPF. I will automatically get the April one, which I'll use, but I wasn't going to buy the UPF one because I'm not running just a separate group.
Right. No, I'm not either.
But I'm buying the April one. I'm automatically, it's already been charged.
The mompreneur? Yeah.
I don't know what it looks like. I haven't seen it yet. It's not in the library yet.
It's not released yet.
But the images that she sent to us that were the freebie, the sneak peek one, they're nice, but like I said, I'm not going to break out and do just a UPF one because I don't have enough.
You're talking about from mompreneur?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not buying a separate one from her. There's one in our Coach Online office.
Right, and I'll probably dabble with posts from that as well as the posts that I'm going to get from her for April. Since I have a mixture of people in that group, I will go through the challenge group guide and use some of those posts in there.
Is this mompreneur person? Is she a coach?
Yeah.
And I shared her website.
I think I probably did.
Yeah, but she's got a monthly challenge group guide that I'm paying. What am I paying? $16 or something? I don't know what it is. I think it's $16. And it's images for every day. It's all your posts, and they are theme oriented. So this whole month it's been March mindfulness stuff. And so every day there's a different post based on the day of the week. Mindful Monday, Thankful Thursday, different things like that. And it's copy and paste, put the images in there, and I'm done. So it's well worth it for me to have to not come up with that. The only thing I'm having to come up with is, that's why I was asking you and Beth so many questions about it, is my workout check-in image and that post and kind of changing up the wording every day. And then my nightly check-in.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing
anything extra except for the one post a day. And posting in there myself, in my group myself. My people are just not posters. So they're not, I don't know what the heck is going on with any of them. It's like, oh, I'm not on Facebook that much. I'm like, I got 16 people in here, but I'm also offered them the challenge tracker app. And so I've got, they're in both groups, and I've told them, I don't care which group you check into as long as you're in. And what may happen is I may discontinue the Facebook and run tracker app. That's the way I can track if they're working out at the Drink and Shakeology, because they post it if they want to do that, and they can. So I may just run one group in the challenge tracker app. Those who want to be serious. And
there was a call or something that was on the Champions. I think that's all she does is all in the tracker app. And if she's going to do like a launch, a sneak peek or something like that, she'll do it on Facebook. And I was going to offer them for April because I can use the same posts and put them all, I can do everything in, because she's got them formatted for tracker app. I mean, I could do them all in there and then not do anything in the Facebook group, but I re-invited all of them again because they're still all in there. I just keep extending the length of my group. I should just open a whole new one. But there's 3 people that are using it of like 40. So
I created a new tracker app group for 2019.
Yeah, I think that
I will continue. I will let it go on through the year.
I think I'm going to talk to them next week before I go on the cruise and go live and kind of show my phone or something and let them know about the app. There's a video in there I've sent, I put in there to show them what it is, and I'm still not getting people to use it. So they're checking in. A lot of them are checking into the workout ones, but I just thought for those that don't, because I've had, speaking of that, I've had a couple people that have come off of Instagram that don't have Facebook. And then I had somebody reach out to me from Beachbody saying that I see that you're my coach, but I want some help, blah, blah, blah. And I bought this and I don't know how to use it. And she had to like completely reopen her Facebook account just to get involved. And, you know, because
we have our clients, Beachbody leads email addresses. I don't have to look and see if anybody accepted, but I went through some of my most recent ones and I invited them to my tracker app and wrote a letter. You know, I reworded the message so they knew what it was. And, you know, if they join, they join, but at least I've done my job by inviting them to the tracker app to track. If they're not friends on Facebook, I don't know how to get a hold of them.
Yeah.
I can't find them. So
that's a good idea to send out an email to your leads. I never thought about that. All right. Well,
but I could do all. I mean, I like all that stuff you're talking about. I mean, I'm using my community group right now. I've kind of turned it into a Snoop group, a sneak peek for the Ultimate Portion Fix, and they know they're getting a lot of information because I've told them it's heavy information time. It's launch time. You're going to get lots of information, but because that is that group that I had all those free people in information, I mean, I'm giving them the information, but they're also current customers too. So that would be a good to, you know, run those little mini challenges in every now and then, just kind of keep them active and interested. So I like that idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it. I think I'm going to do that for April. I'm not going to start anything now, but I've got a lot of plans for April because then we're leaving on the 22nd. So, and I still don't have a job. So.
All I got.
So that's all I got.
Do you have any other ones, Cheryl, for jobs?
What?
I thought you had 2 interviews, didn't you?
I had 3 interviews and there's Christy. I had 3 interviews.
Oh.
And I just got notice yesterday or this morning, that the one that I would have been the most qualified for, they turned me down. And what it was, something about, I sent it to Tina. It was basically
or something.
Answer. I don't know what we found another qualified candidate that was a better fit to our social surroundings or something. I don't know.
Oh, they said social surroundings.
I don't know what it was. It was like some weird answer. I was like, okay, whatever. I'm sure that because I'm at the top of the pay ladder, that probably had something to do with it. If they could find somebody else that had just as good qualifications that is half the pay, and because they're a corporate structure, and so I'm sure that they just didn't want to have to pay top dollar. So
have you looked at hospitals or just looking at clinics and stuff?
Clinics, there's only a couple of hospitals that I can even apply to.
Oh.
And one of them requires you to get your BSN within 3 years, and I'm not going back to school when I'm 57 years old.
No, not for the last 5 years of your career.
So no, that's not happening. So I applied for a outpatient dialysis today, and they want to interview me next week. So I have an interview set up with them. And the home health job wants me, but today I have heard nothing from them. And yesterday she called me 4 times. So there obviously is meetings or something I'm probably going to end up going with the home health job.
Is that the one that was 2 days?
It's 3 days a week, 8 to 5.
Oh, okay.
Not quite enough hours, but
okay.
I reverse engineered things, and it's like, okay, this is what I need to make a week if I need to make up that income that I'm losing. Or I need to go find a side gig.
Another side gig?
Another side gig. My son was like, he's got a catering friend. He goes, all the old ladies that help him cater love doing it. Why don't you contact him? So I contacted him and I said, hey, if you need any help with your catering gigs, I'd be glad to help out. So it's like.
Yeah, no kidding.
So,
I applied for a part-time job at a sporting goods store.
nice.
And I'm going to apply for some more part-time jobs so I can at least have some money come in.
Yeah.
I'll try to build this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Christy.
Hi, sorry, I lost the thread of the conversation to find out exactly if we were having this or not, and then I forgot.
That's okay. That's all right. I recorded it, so you'll be able to catch up. We were talking about how Beth and Fatma are running their group and adding the 5 people like you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's very much based on exactly what you're doing. So
yeah.
How's it going?
I think it's going well in the sense that we are getting a lot of interaction in our group.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't made any sales, neither has Beth off of it, but I figure that's just going to take time.
Right.
So I need to like hold my own horses and not get impatient and get frustrated about it.
Where are you finding your 5 people every week?
I'm not.
Oh.
I'm finding like 2, 3, sometimes 4 people. I can't say that I've found 5 yet, but again, I also think that's going to get better as I get better and get more confident in doing this. And I had a call with Stephanie and Stephanie McDaniel, and a big theme in our call was that I'm looking for community and I'm looking to have fun. Like I want to have fun and I want to have a community. And so that's what I'm going to focus on. And of course I want the income, right? And so she was like, well, you have to build a team, which means you have to invite. So that's what you need to focus on. It's building the team. You don't need to focus on sales. You need to focus on building the team, which means, relationship building and getting to know people and building that community. So if I can start by filling the community with free people who will turn into customers, who will turn into coaches, blah, 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 and take them through that whole process, that's basically what I'm doing and working on right now.
Do you invite people to stay in the group then after their free week?
Yeah, I do. And
if they interact?
Yeah, they have to interact, and it's basically based on how I feel about them.
Yeah.
If I don't like them, I don't invite them.
Right.
If they don't participate, I don't invite them.
Yeah.
You don't invite them to stay, or you don't invite them?
Both.
To stay.
So are you invite? So at the end of the week or the 5 days, 7 days, are you saying thank you so much? Would you, if you would like to continue in the group and you invite them to stay, or do you say thank you so much for participating? Bye bye.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, thanks for playing, basically. Like, if I don't want to work with them, then I don't want to work with them. Then it's like at that point, I don't even want to sell them anything, because then I have to work with them, right? And if they brought the wrong vibe into the group, which so far nobody has. I mean, it's basically been people who just stopped participating, who participate, never checked.
Then you just remove them?
Yeah, I've just removed them. Yeah. But we have the one rule that says if you don't participate at all by Tuesday morning, by Tuesday afternoon, we're going to remove you anyway.
Those are out.
And then some people kind of participate once or twice or 3 times in the whole week. And those are the people that I'm like, I don't really need to invite you to this group. Like, you didn't really participate, or I talk with them to find out, so, hey, what happened?
Right.
I don't ask them what happened, but
doing right.
Yeah, and see where they're at and what's going on. And, and then we talk about the free offer is not the first thing that I throw at them, though. Like, I talk with them and I work towards a sale, but if I don't see the sale coming, then I know I can invite them to stay for free. But the requirement then is that they have to sign up for free Beachbody membership.
Okay.
So.
Stephanie Kathman gave me a good idea, because when I told her, how Stephanie is, when I was told her I was doing these people for free and then inviting them to stay, she was like, for free? And so she says, put a requirement on it that they bring a friend. She says, tell them, that you added a lot of energy to the group, and I would really love to have you continue. And I would love to have you be a part of our community. If you, and you can stay and be an ongoing part if you bring a friend to join us. And she goes, and that will help you get your 5 every week. If people are bringing, so you get 2 for the free price of one.
Mhm.
And,
Great idea.
you know,
Yeah,
and I
great
think,
idea.
and so, you know, I'm saying, well, what if they don't know anyone? She says, really? You don't know one person that is interested in fitness like you are? And it was like, okay. So, so yeah, I thought that was a great idea.
Yeah, no, that is a great idea. I could totally implement that too. But I mean, it's like, so like, but also the thing that I forgot to mention, I will add that to my list. At the end of that week, I of course asked for
Referrals.
and reviews on my page.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
So,
Good.
you know, so even if I don't invite them back,
Mhm.
I can at least ask them to review my page, right? Or leave
Yeah.
positive reviews.
Good idea.
Because that's also our gold assignment for this month.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Like that.
But anyway.
Well, I'll go listen to the recording. Sounds like you
Yeah.
guys already went over all that.
Do you have anything to add?
I like having the free group every week. It's a lot of work. I mean, it's kind of a pain, you know, not to be repeating stuff, you know, for my ongoing group. I don't want it to just be boring for them. So I try to do something new every week, but I like having something to invite people to. So now when I reach out to people, I don't just say, hey, how are you going? How you doing? Are you, you know, making any progress on your whatever? At least I say, hey, you know, and especially people who haven't responded very readily. Then I say, hey, I don't know if you'd be interested in this, but we're doing a 7-day whatever. And so every week I can invite to that, which is helpful to me, because before I was just trying to get conversations going and didn't have anything to really offer them unless I had a challenge group coming up. So I do like that. I had been making a post about the free group on Wednesday and promoting that post through Sunday and starting the group on Monday. So every Wednesday would have a little ad, a post promotion. But I didn't this last week because, 2 weeks ago, no one responded to it. And then this week I didn't because I'm promoting Ultimate Portion Fix. And so it was just too much, you know, for me to try to keep straight. And then if someone wanted to do Portion Fix, I didn't really want to put them in the free group. And if someone did the free group, and so I just held off this week on that, and I'm pushing for Portion Fix. And then I'm going to start Monday. I didn't advertise for it, but I just invited people to do the group on Monday. So sometimes I promote it, sometimes I don't.
Who did you invite without having a post about it?
In my follow-ups.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
there's this one girl from Ireland, actually, that we just chit-chatted. You know, she must have responded to something a long time ago. And so I've just stayed in touch with her every couple months. And, you know, it was getting to the point where I really didn't have anything to say to her. Happy holidays, whatever. And then she started following me on Instagram. And so I just said, hey, I haven't seen you for a while. And I said, well, how are things? She says, oh, I just joined a gym and I'm working with a trainer. And so she goes, but I really need motivation and accountability. And that's why I'm here on Instagram. I said, well, hey, I'm starting a group on Monday. You want to do it for 7 days with us? She said, yeah. So it was just, you know, that kind of thing that I invited people.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Cool.
And I like that too, because it's like, I kind of feel like my posts on Facebook aren't going anywhere. I'm like, wow.
I know. Even after my talk with Stephanie, you know, she had these great ideas. And now when I read them, I think, would that be a Stephanie approved post, or am I sinking back into my rut of how I normally do my posts? And I actually don't know. The ones I had you guys comment on, thank you for every one of you that commented, because you guys were the only ones that commented. And so it's like, I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know until she goes through it. And then I say, okay, I can kind of see that. But in my own little limited vision, I can't.
Well, it's so funny. It's like things are just changing so rapidly, because it used to be, all I had to do was like put up some sort of image. Didn't even have to be the greatest one, for an app challenge, for example, and say, hey, free 7-day challenge. Who wants to join me? And I'd get like a bunch of people commenting. Now it's like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't even get, it's like people aren't even seeing it or something. I have no idea.
The business pages have changed way too much, like way too much. way, way, way too much. It's annoying.
What do you mean have changed?
Well, up until November, like maybe, I don't know, November, I was getting a ton of engagement. Like I would get, and I only have a pay, well, at the time it wasn't even 5,000. So I just hit 5,000. I was under 5,000 and I would get 300 to 400 views on my live videos. I'm getting like 150 now.
Yeah, which is actually good for 5,000 page. Gary told me that. I mean, I have 25,000 and I get about 100, 200 views. I used to get 1,000. I used to get 1,000 on my videos. Wow. And, but then, you know, Facebook came out and they said, oh, they were misrepresenting the views. Remember when that happened? And they said it was over exaggerated. So I don't know if I was getting that many or not. But anyway, Gary told me, he says, if you can get 100 to 200 views on any live video, that's good.
Really?
I don't know. I didn't think so, but that's what he said.
Well, that makes me feel a little better, but still, it's like you just sit there and you're like, okay, I just paid for 5,000 people to like my page and I'm getting 150, 200. I don't know.
Yeah. And for me, I'm like, I get the same old people commenting on everything. I'm like, okay, well.
My challengers.
I know.
My challengers are the only ones that comment on my stuff.
My challengers don't. My challengers won't even go to my like page and do anything. So it's like
Mine don't either.
I've sent them the link and I communicate with them through that way. Yeah. Most of them.
Yeah.
But none of them do anything on my page. I don't know if they'll comment more on my personal page stuff than they do my like page.
My coach is a 5-star diamond elite, 3-time elite, and she is in STB and MCB and all of that. And she is barely using her like page anymore because I'm friends with her on Facebook, of course. I don't like her business page because I don't want to see her be promoted through it. But I see all of her stuff. She just posts on her personal page. Once in a while, she posts on her business page. She does not hardly ever use her business page anymore.
I'm afraid not to. Like, you know, I found an old group that had 135 people. And it was a free group, free community thing I did 2 years ago. It was dormant. So I'm going through and not inviting those, but just touching base. I am afraid to go through my personal page. And when Facebook quit working yesterday, I was convinced they had shut me down.
Me too.
I was doing that.
I was glad I had the Challenge Tracker app. I actually, because I'm running a dual group, I'm running the same content in my tracker app, and I actually went in my tracker app and told them, hey, you know, we're still here, which is another reason to maybe use the app. But told me they're lucky because I had a 3-minute limit that I could talk to them, so that's all they got. So
anyway, all right, guys.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, guys.
Posting.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey,
bye, guys.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
Please.
What might be helpful, at least for me, is if we could get on a schedule of calls, you know, like every other Thursday or every other something.
We were.
Yeah.
I'm good as long as it's not the last Thursday of the month.
Yeah. And then if people can't, you know, at least they know when the next one is. And
that's a good idea.
Like I said, I lost track on that thread because at first it was at one time and then it was another time. And then I forgot to go back and check. And but that would kind of.
Let's do that.
Shall we go back to every other Thursday, guys?
Yeah, we were doing the every other Thursday because that was my schedule, that I was free on that every other Thursday when I wasn't working. So
I think it works well, though, because I don't know that we need to meet every week.
No, and I didn't know if there was another night that was better for people or if Thursdays seemed to be an okay night.
I think Thursdays was like the best night. It's like every
night for me because my husband's gone, so then I don't impact hubby time. So.
Right.
We can discuss the time you guys want to meet in the group, but I think every other Thursday. So starting today, every other Thursday would be great.
Okay.
So, okay.
Everybody smile.
Good night.
Smile, Tina.
Oh, so you're taking a picture.
Yep,
Can you share it in the group?
I did it. I will.
Okay,
all right, guys. Thank you for chatting and wish me luck on a job. And you
good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
All right, girls. See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.